My name is Leanne Njoroge. My husband John Njoroge and I founded the Very Light Home in the town of Mai Mahiu, Kenya.
From the very first day that I met my wife in Pennsylvania, she told me that she had a burden for the children in this area in Mai Mahiu.
We started the Very Light Home in the year 2011. I had grown up in the town of Rimuru, Kenya, and I had not been exposed to so many needs and problems that were affecting the kids in the town of Mai Mahiu. And so when I moved here with my family, I realized that there were so many kids that were needy. Mai Mahiu, a little background about it, is a truck stop. And we have so many issues of people living there. There's a lot of HIV/AIDS, and so many people around my age at that time were dying and leaving young kids to their grandparents.
And she hoped that one day she'd be able to come to their aid in one way or another. We were not exactly sure how that would work out, although Leah always wanted to have an orphanage.
It's messy. Then you better put up.
Very Light Home today is home to 27 children. We have kids ranging in age from 13 to 6 months old. We have boys and girls. Most of our kids are total orphans. They don't have a mother or a father.
The children that we have here at Valley Light have of course, their stories. Some of the stories are heart-wrenching to listen to.
We have Grace and Sylvia. They are sisters. We got them from a place called Safe House in Naivasha. He's Elizabeth Kamau, and he came from the auntie who was living in Masai land.
Johanna comes from northern Kenya, from a Muslim background. His mom, she passed away.
We have Mary at the top there. She's the last born, and their mother died when she was young. Their father had died some times back.
We tried to trace the uncle. He said he did not want anything to do with him. He had his own kids. He could not take care of him.
The auntie is this lady who brew the beer, the traditional beer, liquor. Their mother, she was a sex commercial worker, and she used to leave them alone in a single room house, sometimes without food.
Walking the streets just to try to find something to eat.
Used to pass through hardship with all these drunkards coming to their home. The only child who came to learn that her mother was no more.
Left to fend for himself, even though he was just a tiny young boy.
For more than 2 days without food. And the neighbors raised the alarm. After their mother died, she was infected with HIV/AIDS, and no one has ever claimed them as their children. And we are trying very hard to show them the God's love, and also to assure them that life must continue and there is hope in future. Yeah, in generally we are happy that the way these children came, they were weak, they looked malnourished, but now they are strong, they can run, they can jump, they can do a lot of things due to the great support that Valley Light Home is giving them.
How important it is to help these children many of them, if they were not here at Valley Light and barring God's intervention in a different way, would not be alive today. So we are truly grateful.
We have 2 kids in Valley Light Home that are HIV positive. We have a boy, 11 years old, and we have a little girl that's 3 years old. Even though they are HIV positive, they are doing well. They've been going to clinic every month, and they've been taking their medications every day so that they can grow and do well in spite of the virus that is in their bodies.
We have come to know and value these children like our own children.
According to the statistics that were done in the year 2011, we had 2.4 million orphans or street children in Kenya. And so there's a great need to come alongside these families.
So we would want Valley Light to be a place where they will come to know the Lord, be nurtured and equipped to go out and become powerful witnesses for Christ, which is already happening. Some of our kids have become really good preachers. They do lead devotions in the evening here at Valley Light, and we want that to continue. So we are truly grateful for Valley Light and for all the people who make this possible.
We are really thankful for Wellspring International for all the work that they have helped us do.
And Wellspring has been supporting the home, and it has made a tremendous difference in the lives of our 27 children at Valley Light.
Since 2011, when we opened the doors of Valley Light Home to the children and to the community of Mai Mahiu, we are thankful to God for the great things He has done for us. The name Valley Light we chose because Valley Light sits on the floor of the Great Rift Valley. And we want to be a light in the town of Mai Mahiu, Kenya.